So Janis, what you're up to on a Christmas day?
It's
some light training?
we will see how light, but maybe not super heavy as well. It's today chest, triceps, side pressure, and hand. Of course, it's always together, hand with side.
So a lot of arm wrestlers use different handles. Today you're using just almost regular handle.
It's not so regular.
A little bit thicker than usual.
It's some.
You use this more, or you take thicker ones? Or
I usually take like this one. It's about like 3 centimeters or 3.5, I think. Sometimes it's more. How much it is? 4 centimeters. Could be so. Yeah. Sometimes even bigger ones, but not too much. Otherwise, it's for heavyweights. It's better to use maybe even bigger one. For me, it's okay with this one. Otherwise, like I'm holding my fingers like this, so it's not really good for me.
So you say basically you should use something that fits in your arm.
Yeah, it depends on your size, on your hands,
and who you're pulling with.
Of course, if you're prepared to pull against Matthias Schittel and you know you have to grip him like this, so you need to use handles like this. But otherwise, you need to have your grip similar you are using on table.
Okay. So there are a lot of variations how you can do this. Depends on your style mostly.
Of course, you need to simulate your style on table, and then we are talking about side pressure, but actually here this movement is very how to say, all around movement. You use it's really gives a lot of pressure for your hands and wrist. You are pulling to you, so you're using a lot of back pressure here as well, and of course it's side pressure.
So it's almost as arm wrestling, but
it's good simulation.
Yeah.
It's good table tennis simulation as well. And you can if it's lightweight, if you use with some easier weight, you can work just with your arm, with your hand. If it gets heavier, you can work more with your static, so it's really close simulation to arm wrestling.
So you're staying really tight, really close. That's you're pulling in, and it's what you do on table.
Yeah, it's actually the same, and it depends. Again, if you are top roller, if you are pulling more inside, you can put it lower and work more with internal rotation. If it's higher, you can work more with side, with wrist control. It depends what angle you want to work from. It can be useful for actually every style, and you can simulate your resistance from different angles.
If you don't have anyone to arm wrestle with, this is a good substitute.
Definitely, and if you don't have those thick handles, you can use regular ones, smaller ones, like I can show you. Sometimes we use just regular ones. You can put a fat grip on this one, or even if you then don't have fat grip, you can towel around, and you will still have some really good thick handle, which gives more pressure for your hand. You can use this one as well, but this will work good for side, good for maybe back, but not so much for your hand. If you want more pressure for your hand, use the bigger ones. That will definitely be benefit for arm wrestling.
So here now you have 75 kilos. What is good weight for you, and what would be good weight for let's say elite level arm wrestler?
It's 75 kilos, but it's
double cross.
For those who understand mechanics, it's double cable, double cross, and if it's real weight, anything more than 50 kilo is a good weight already, and here is about 45 kilos with all this block system and weight. If we put some, so if we have measured it, if it's real weight, it's 45.
What's good weight for you?
What's good weight for me? Here in this block system, if it's 90, if it's 100 kilos, that's good. With real weight, 50, 60 kilo, haven't done too much more.
So, what is the biggest weight you have done yourself here in this system?
In this system, I have worked with 100. I'm not going for one rep max here usually. I do it for
5 reps,
5, 6 reps, sometimes 8 reps. So I have worked with 100 kilo, few like 3 sets with for 6 reps with 100 kilo.
That's close to 60 kilos, something like that.
If it's real weight.
Yeah.
For those who understand arm wrestling, understand biomechanics, for maybe novices, maybe beginners see more here this side pressure move. Actually, it's same as arm wrestling. To be able to do this weight, you have to
hold the weight.
You have to hold it. You have to be able to curve with your wrist. Otherwise, if you're going like this, you will not able to push it to side. Second, you have to be able to pull it with your back, with your lat muscles. Otherwise, again, same as arm wrestling, you can have a ton of side pressure, but if you are stretching out, you're losing your angles, you're using in biomechanics, you will be not able to push to side. So it's really good exercise. You have to have strong hand, strong back, good angles, and then you are able to push it to side.
So, a lot of top rollers don't use this exercise. They don't think they need side. They think side is just for guys who fight and hook. What's your opinion on this?
Arm wrestling are basically 3 moves. It's back pressure, it's side pressure, and it's a wrist curl or
internal or external.
So it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't matter if you're pulling top roll or you're pulling inside. You still need side pressure. A lot of arm wrestlers who are pulling top roll, they are struggling to finish their opponents when they are here. So side pressure definitely is really important from them as well. And it's a question. It's question, is this your main exercise as a top roller? But it definitely helps for arm wrestling and for every technique.
For every technique.
Sure.
Too easy, Jans.
Yeah, I'm wondering my left is feeling better than usual.
Right was Right was very easy.
Yeah, but with left as well. I haven't done this
Yeah.
weight for last couple of years. So it's,
Every time I bring out the camera, Janis gets 20% stronger.
so yeah.
So, I know a lot of guys think that this exercise is for what we call pros or already advanced arm wrestlers. Would you recommend it for novice or beginners?
It's definitely a good exercise to train your movement, and of course you need to be careful when you start with big weights, maybe not to go for 100 max, and also if you are novice, you better use some medium weights, but think about more your position, same as you're on table, so stay close to your arm, start with good with like
Straight
starting
wrist.
in competition,
Yeah.
curl your wrist, go together with your body, stay close, don't open up in angles if it's possible, don't turn your rotation so your arms is staying in front
So
of you.
thinking more about technique.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
At first,
this
when you
is-
start, technique is most important thing. So it's same as arm wrestling. Really same movement. So start here, curl your wrist. So your is it opposite your chin or is it shoulder? But it stays here. It's if it's possible, not go here. If it's possible, don't open up.
So you can work on your technique even if you don't have partner.
Definitely.
On table. Yeah.
Definitely. It's good imitation exercise. It's if you don't have a good sparring partner, you can use it definitely. Or actually, not you can use it, but you need to use it. You need to do it if you want to be better in arm wrestling.
We use it a lot in Latvia. We use it. It's one of our main exercises. What we use. At least once a week we do it. We know. I know.
I do it. I do some imitation of such kind of exercise at least once a week. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. When I have side pressure day, and I usually have side pressure day once a week, I almost always use
few exercises. Yeah.
Similar of this
because
one.
we know that a lot of arm wrestlers don't use this exercise. They have. This is what we like to do. We like to work on our side.
Yeah. Left arm, not bad.
That's 100 kilos. That's
It's 100 kilos on block, yeah.
yeah. So that's good weight.
That's good weight, yeah. I will do a few more sets with this one. Feeling after two holidays and then some good quality meat and cakes and everything.
Yeah, it's full of carbs.
Full of carbs, yeah.
So what are the biggest weights we have seen in Latvia guys do?
My student Sandris, this is who've been working here is 110, 120 kilos, so it's real weight, close to 70 kilos if it's live weight. Ladislaus Krasovskis is 100, 110, also close to 120, but we can compare sometimes even when we see Sandris working here, if it's getting more than 100 or close to 110, 120, he can still push with sides, but his wrist is jumping sometimes. Ladislaus is opposite. His biggest strength is in hand and wrist. He can curl in wrist, but sometimes struggle to finish with the side. So close to this one, 110, 120 are best weights I have seen.
That's good weight. That's
very
world level weight. Yeah.
It's world level weights. They both are world class athletes. So he's a European champion, Vladislav, and a few times world junior, world under 21 champion. Sandris is this year's Zloty Tour champion. So if you are able to do with real weight 60, 70 kilos, you are
world level. Yeah.
World class arm wrestler. About world class arm wrestlers, you can check Haji Murad Zaluyev. He's working with really big weights on this exercise. His arm wrestling style is different, and he's using usually lower cable. It's coming more from front, and more curling in with internal rotation. With body, he's more inside puller, but his real weight is 70, 80 kilos, what he's capable to do. So it's incredible numbers. Most of regular athletes or not so strong athletes just not able even to hold this weight with hand.
You just take it out.
Yeah, they will not be able to hold it even here. Finger hand strength is not enough to do this weight. Try to put a big handle and just lift from floor 60-70 kilos. That's a big number. So same here.
Okay, I'm asking.
For those who don't have this equipment for arm wrestling, you can use just a regular handle, put some fat grip, or this is a grenadier grip, or even just a towel around the handle, so make it a little bit bigger, make it more thick, and you can be creative and use just a regular gym, have its chair,
Bench.
regular bench, cable, bench, take your grip, same starting position like you are on table on arm wrestling. Wrist curl, side pressure. So you don't need even table or a special handle for this one.
You can do it in regular gym.
Do it in regular gym and get stronger.
Stop complaining, get stronger.
Get stronger and train hard.